So, with no further ado, GMAP Broadcast Network welcomes Kay Brown to our family. And Kay, good afternoon, and how are you?
Good afternoon. I am wonderful. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you for having me.
Oh, please. No, you know what? I hear that all the time. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. You kidding me? I am so grateful, honored, privileged, and blessed to know that you are here with us today. Do me a favor. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Kay Brown?
Kay Brown. Okay. I am from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and actually, the Lord has blessed me to do quite a few things. I've traveled the world singing. I'm a PK, and I tried to get a little wild when I was younger, but I came to the Lord at the age of 14. Of course, not perfect, but just growing and growing in this grace and growing in ministry. And now I just want to go into another avenue. The Lord has blessed me to go into another avenue to help others with the things that they have, that the Lord has given them. And we'll get into that as you continue to ask those questions.
Well, I'm not going to allow you to stop right there. What are some of the things that the Lord has blessed you with that allowed you to get into some of the things that you're doing? Tell us about it.
Okay, well, the main thing I guess that we're talking about is I have a site, I have a business. It's called Harrisburgs Little Black Book. And it's something that the Lord put on my heart. I know around 2020, there was a great, I mean, of course, there's always been racial unrest, but it actually became very abroad, noised abroad. And everyone began to really see what many of us have seen every day, the police brutality and cruelty. And not to say that in some instances it wasn't warranted, but in a lot of these instances that we saw on TV and as we saw things unfold, we saw that those things were definitely not warranted and it caused a big unrest. And so I said, Lord, what can I do? How can I help? I know that protesting is not my thing. I know that as much as I would love to write legislation, I know that legislation is not my thing. So what, Lord, what can I do to play a part? And that's when he gave me Harrisburg's Little Black Book. It's a double innuendo. um, and basically, it's just to promote, instead of it just being like a list. What I do is I go and I interact with different businesses, Black-owned businesses, also minority-owned businesses in my local area, and I spend my money. I purchase their products or food, and then I do reviews. I do reviews and interviews. Instead of just putting a list of all the Black-owned businesses, we want to make sure that we're promoting excellence as well. So I make sure that I interact with the business, or I see how the service is, I see how the food is, and then once I feel good or comfortable enough with it, then I then complete an interview or review, so that people are aware. And I share it all on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. My following is getting up there. Typically, right now for Facebook, I'm like maybe at 900 followers, but we're trying to get those numbers up and up and up, because not just about broadcasting myself, it's about really broadcasting and promoting others.
Right. Well, for those that don't know, of course, Kay Brown, and you know what? It excited me to see about the Little Black Book because it drew my attention in. I initially thought it was a book publication until I had the opportunity to speak with you, and ultimately it led to you being here with us today. And of course, for those that don't know, this great organization is a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. You can go there to gmap1.com, click on the tab that simply says Our Partners. You're going to see that logo for that Little Black Book, of course. And of course, you click on that, and of course, it'll take you to the necessary location in order to find out more information about this awesome young lady as well as the organization in general. Now, I know a lot of people are going to want to hear your views on why you came to this point to disseminate this organization to people around the world and the opportunity for them to get involved. How did it all begin for you? Where did it start? What's the root foundation behind it all?
Well, like I said before, the root of it really began with the broadcasting of the racial unrest in our country, in our nation, and I just thought about, we're always talking, and let me just say this, as I state on my website, I'm supporting and promoting Black owned businesses, not because I'm like, buy Black, I'm only pro Black. I support and love all of God's people, whatever race they are. But it is a known fact that, and of course, we saw during 2020 and even now that the Black owned businesses, of course, suffered the most. And I just like, okay, God, what contribution can I have that makes a difference? And so I'm always encouraging people. I'm always helping people. Okay, listen, once you do this, then you can get this done, or just helping people to promote their things. So, and I'm like, okay, why not take this to the next level and make this a business? So there's a passion and there's also a business aspect to it, but ultimately all of it is to support Black owned and minority owned businesses.
Right.
So right now, at this time, we're still in the growing phase. So, but there will always be a part where the initial interaction, the initial advertising is free. But there are other avenues where the business owners will be able to actually go onto my site and claim their business and actually promote or elevate their level of advertisement. I have different options and things that will begin to come into place because I just think it's so important.
It is.
Important. I've been saying it for years, buy Black or support our Black owned businesses. So what better way than to do it myself and to help others to do it? Because there are a lot of people that are not necessarily African American or minority that want to support Black owned businesses, but they're not aware of them. All of the businesses are not necessarily in a brick and mortar. A lot of them are home based businesses. So we need to just get the word out.
Oh, and you know what? What better way to get the word out than to hear it from your mouth? And I tell you, it's a wonderful thing because it's not something that people focus on and determined to disseminate to people around the world this opportunity. Now, a lot of people, you're a role model to someone whether you like it or not. You're
Hmm.
always a role model. Someone is watching your every step and your journey and the direction you're going, and they're saying to themselves, I wonder what I have to do in order to get my resources in place, start my journey, and just drive with my passion. What words of encouragement would you have to share with someone like that today?
Okay, those words of encouragement I would give is to, first of all, just trust the process and also trust God. You know, um, I know that He is the one that, directed me and led me. A lot of times we have passions and things on our heart, and we, feel like, oh, maybe it's too big. The ideas that we have in our mind, it's bigger than what I can handle, or, that's for so and so to do. But if it came to your heart, if it came to your mind, it's for you to do, and you have what it takes to do it. If you just seek God and seek, good counsel, because actually in the beginning, my leader, my pastor, actually gave me really great insight on how to do some things and how to navigate some things. And it's been a little over a year, and I'm just now really building momentum. It was slow. So I could also say, even if you start slow and, there's times you feel like you don't want to do it, there's times it seems like things are not working. And don't even worry about the money. Don't worry about the money. When you follow and you do things with passion and you allow God to drive you, the money will come, the resources will come. And before you know it, what you have desired and what you thought was a small thing will actually like morph into something even greater. So yeah, that's what I would share.
And I know that there are going to be quite a few people that grab a hold of this conversation, whether it's now live and or the rebroadcast in so many great locations. What would be the avenue for them to take if they wanted to reach out and connect with you or find out more about your business? Tell us about it.
Okay. You can actually reach out to me on my website. It's www.hbglittleblackbook.com. Harrisburg, that's our little abbreviation hbglittleblackbook.com. Like I said before, the purpose is I'm starting in my local area, but we want everyone to reach into Harrisburg and then eventually reach out. hbglittleblackbook.com. You can also find me on facebook.com/hbglittleblackbook. Also on Instagram, the same way. On Instagram, hbglittleblackbook, and as well as on YouTube. And please like and share on YouTube, follow, subscribe, all those great things.
I know that's right. And is it a way for them to basically follow you? As are you doing anything related to elevating your business in specific areas? And what I mean by that is, are you doing anything live on things like Facebook and YouTube and things like that to share specifically some of the areas of your current business?
Yes, I actually either sometimes weekly. I'm actually going to make sure it's at least weekly, but I'm actually going to be picking up some of those. But I try to at least once a week go onto Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and then I guess I'll be going to TikTok because that's where everyone is. I go live with different businesses. I'm also going to actually make an announcement tonight because there's all different types of businesses. MLMs, like multi-level marketing, where there's different levels that you can get into the business. It's kind of hard for me to do those kind of interviews because usually there's so many people that do those. So I'm going to start doing like a MLM spotlight of the month. Then that's actually a paid service if you want to be spotlight of the week, and again, because it's a passion, not trying to break your pocket. It's just something out of love. So yes, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now TikTok will be coming. You'll be able to follow me and see some of the broadcasts. And then after everything is complete, I add the particular business to my on Facebook. I add them as an offer, and then I also upload that information and add it onto my website.
Wow. Well, I am just so overwhelmed with joy, and I'm hearing you say those things, and I listen to you mention all those great avenues to, follow you and hear the great information that you have to share and the spotlight. But I didn't hear GMAP Broadcast Network in there anywhere, and
Oh,
and now I'm starting to get a little concerned about that because this, I'll tell you, to be able to provide this to people around the world is an awesome, awesome thing. We're in over 172 countries,
wow,
broadcasting daily to at least 1,200 people. I tell
that's
you,
awesome.
this has been just a tremendous journey, and it's just beginning. I'm going to invite you, and I'm going to do it personally and publicly. I'm going to invite you to come back on GMAP Broadcast Network, not on a monthly basis, but a weekly basis. I want you to
Wow,
bring what it is that you have to share with the people for at least for 30 minutes or so every week. I want them to be able to tune in, garner this information, utilize what it is you have to share, and definitely support the journey as you continue to move forward. So I'm going to offer you that
wow.
opportunity. I'm not going to let you say it live on air whether you accept or not because if you say yes, I'm going to let you know I got the record button on, and I'll keep playing it over and over and over. I will have it all on social media. Yes, she said yes. Yeah, I will put you up there. Before I let you go, I want you to do me a favor. I'm going to simply move over and allow you to share exactly what's on your heart to the people and the viewers and listeners around the world. Tell them what it is that God has placed in your spirit to share with them as you continue to take this journey. Kay Brown, I'm going to move over, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. I just want to share for those of you that are business owners already and those that are trying to start or at the beginning stage, just to know that God is with you and He cares about every single thing that you do. I want to encourage you to know that you have what is inside of you to move forward. And a lot of people say it's self strength and self motivation. I don't live by that. I live by the motivation of Jesus Christ, my Savior. He is the one that will give you guidance. He'll give you strategy. He'll give you insight. He'll give you connections. He'll give you people. When it seems like you don't have the connection that you need, it's coming. It's on the way. When it seems like the finances, the resources that you need for your product or that you need for your restaurant, those resources are coming. Don't give up. Keep pushing, keep moving. And I just want to say to all of the Black owned businesses, and then more especially the Christian owned businesses, that I want to be a part of your journey. Right now, my focus is in the Harrisburg area, but it soon will be everywhere. We'll be promoting your information everywhere. So if you support me, you'll be supporting someone that really cares about you and cares about the end game of your business.
Wow. And that
That's all
is
I'll share.
amazing. And of course, I'm looking forward to some of the great businesses that you are involved and connected with. I just can't wait to hear some of the great things that other people are doing, and they're doing it through you and with you. Go ahead. It looked like you had something to share, and I'm going to let you share it.
And I realized lately, I've been talking to the business owners, to the restaurants, actually even people that have different products or T-shirts and things, and the lives and recordings and things that I do. I'm so thankful it is working. They get a really great response afterwards. So it is my hopes with being on GMAP that the response rate will increase. And that is what I care about. Ultimately, I want your business to flourish, and it looks like the avenue, my little part that I add to it, it's helping, and I want to continue to help, and I want to expand that more and more.
You know what? I If I were you, I would just simply go ahead and claim my victory, because God put you in this place for a purpose. He gave you
Amen.
a responsibility, and it's very unique. You have the passion, you have the desire, you have the drive to complete your mission. And I'm going to just give you a heads up. Don't ever allow your dreams to reach their final destination. Always,
Mm,
always be willing to step up and step out on faith to add more to what it is that He's given you. I know for a fact that you're going to help a huge amount of people, not just locally, but worldwide. And we're going to do everything we can to assist you in that and your journey. We thank you so much for simply just taking time out on today. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we disseminate this conversation, commercializing, and of course, just letting the people know that you have something to offer, and they need to be supportive to you as well as you need to be supportive to them. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we look forward to having you back real soon.
real
That
soon.
real soon was in all capital
Real
letters.
soon.
I appreciate you, and you have a fabulous day. I look forward. I'll give you a call. I'll touch base with, and we'll get some things worked out. Okay?
Okay, that sounds great. And thank you so much. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. And I'll see you real soon.